Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That's good.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 35-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one catch.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way. The big fella. Oh! And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a Patriot.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyreek Hill, 36 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Horton Anderson to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Jackson. And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
They run on first down with Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
on second down. This is Jackson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
29-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Results in a first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Oh, Jackson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 34 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 72 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14. Morton Anderson.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
He's brought down at the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. All square. 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And touchdown. Andre Johnson, 60 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Returning it, Hill. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Good. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. A quick slant to Hill. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They run again with Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 7 seconds showing on the clock. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents up.